Hi guys, I hope everyone is doing well on this beautiful Sunday. It's your girl Stella, and I was not planning on doing a quick episode today, but it seems like a lot of people have been requesting for some information. And if you do not follow me already on my Substack, all of the information is on there already. So my Substack, once again, is housewivesrelatable.substack.com. And the reason for this quick episode today is because I believe it was either on Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was on Thursday. If you follow Teresa on her podcast, which is Namaste Bitches, on Thursday, her and her co-host Melissa Pfeister released an emergency episode. And I guess they felt the need to clear the air regarding a certain situation that took place at BravoCon. So to make a long story short, the purpose of that emergency podcast was that apparently some people from the Bravo network, some Bravo talent, had seen allegedly Louis Ruelas screaming at the top of his lungs at Melissa Pfeister. So apparently they had the rumor has it that they had a heated exchange at BravoCon. I think they had a booth together, like we could see it from the footage. Melissa Pfeister and Teresa and Louis had a booth together, and I don't know why Louis was allegedly screaming at Melissa, or why she was screaming back at him, but that's what the rumor is. And the ladies felt the need to clear the air and had an emergency podcast to address the situation. Now, to tell you the truth, guys, I was not at BravoCon, and I've seen a lot of clips online, and people have been talking about a lot of stuff that took place at BravoCon, but I had never heard of this rumor that, Louis was losing his cool, his temper on Melissa Pfeister. So for my part, I had not heard of such a thing. However, Melissa Pfeister and Teresa felt the need that they needed to have an emergency episode to address that situation, because apparently Tamra Judge from the Real Housewives of Orange County have been spreading the rumor, and apparently Margaret as well, Margaret Josephs. And then, if you listen to that episode, Teresa is very adamant that the only person that was spreading the rumor was Tamra Judge, but Melissa was insisting that Margaret was also asking people around them if it was true that, in fact, Louis was screaming at them or something, like, or screaming at Melissa or something like that. So another thing that I wanted to share with you guys, Kim D had a recent podcast on her Patreon with John Fuda. And Kim D also brought up the allegations. She said that she heard through the grapevine that this situation between Louis and Melissa took place at BravoCon. And John Fuda said that he had heard the exact same thing from various people, but he could not confirm or deny because he wasn't there, right? So it seems like it is a legitimate rumor that has been circulating. And for some odd reason, the ladies of Namaste Bitches felt the need that they needed to come on and clear the air. And when I listened to the interview, I listened to it on Thursday, I believe it was, and it was already late in the evening. And the exchange between Melissa Pfeister and Teresa was so, Teresa was very assertive towards Melissa in that episode. And, I kind of felt bad for Melissa at times, because she was trying to explain that for her, the whole podcast world was really the way that, she makes her money. That's her business. She takes that very seriously, and she doesn't want like rumors to be circulating or like out there that could potentially affect her livelihood. I'm still not sure how a rumor about Louis screaming at you at BravoCon would affect your business, but it seems like there's something more to the story, right? And Melissa, at some point in time, she kept on mentioning that not only Tamra or Margaret were aware of that rumor, that several people from Bravo were talking about it. And for some reason, when Melissa said this, Teresa got upset. Like, she did not seem to be very comfortable with the fact that Melissa said that other people from Bravo were aware. So, sometimes you have a feeling in your gut and you're just like, ugh, I better keep or save this recording, because I had a feeling that for some reason it might not be available at a later time. And you know what, guys? I was right, because less than 24 hours later, the video was taken down. Now, I don't understand why it was. I don't know why it was. But I know that a lot of people right now are asking for the audio. I think there's a short clip of what Teresa is saying. If you listen to Up and Adam, I think he has uploaded a little audio clip of it on his YouTube channel. But the conversation is more geared towards insulting Tamra Judge, because we all know that Teresa doesn't really have a very good relationship with Tamra Judge and vice versa. However, in the audio clip, Teresa's very assertive with Melissa. At some point in time, she's telling her, you need to answer the question. Like, Melissa was trying to talk about something else, and Teresa was being assertive and telling her, you need to answer the question. Make sure you answer the question. Like, don't move on to the next question. Like, she seemed like she was in a bad mood. And Melissa was trying to get it out, and Teresa kept on snapping back at her. At some point in time, she even told her, you need to put your phone down and be a mom then. And she said it in a way that was a little, it's not usually the tone of their podcast. She was being very snippy and patient with Melissa Pfeister. And I'm just going to upload the recording here for you guys to listen to it. I'm sorry if the audio clip is not as clear, but it is also available on my Substacks, once again at housewivesrelatable.substack.com. Let me know what you think in the comments. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think and why you think the video was taken down. Because, this is the type of content that will most likely attract some long bearded men on my social media. They all, for some reason, end up looking like Lord of the Rings, and they have just a few followers. They have no post. But for some reason, these long bearded men that look like they could be actors in Lord of the Rings are all interested in this sort of content. So I don't know. I welcome them just as much, right? I welcome them on my social media to follow me. So anyways, there is definitely a reason why this video was taken down. I don't know if it was because Teresa didn't want to stir the pot even more with Tamra, because she insulted her a few times during that video. And it's not to say that Tamra has not insulted Teresa. I know that she has done the same. They go tit for tat. And then Teresa also insulted Margaret. She called her trout mouth and a few times, which is, something that Danielle Staub had used. Like, that was one of Danielle Staub's read towards Margaret Josephs. So Teresa just called her that, like, on several occasions during that 30-minute podcast. And then you could tell that Melissa Pfeister was visibly uncomfortable, because it wasn't just an audio, guys. It was like a full, the video was on YouTube. But now if you go and press on it, it says that the video is no longer available, or has been, is now private, or something like that, right? So Melissa was really trying to be the one that was taking the high road, and she was trying to tell Teresa, listen, like, I think you should stop talking about Tamra, and I think that she should stop talking about you. And then Teresa snapped at Melissa Pfeister and told her, you better take that back. She said, excuse me? What are you saying? You better take that back. and you better take that back right now. I was really surprised to see how aggressive Teresa was towards Melissa. Maybe that's the reason why the video was taken down. Right. And at first I didn't want to really think like to make anything of it. I was thinking, what's the big deal if Louis did scream at Melissa? I'm saying, like, not that it's a good thing, but why would that warrant an emergency podcast, right? He screamed at you, it scream at you. That's between you and Louis. Sort it out. But the fact that they felt the need to come on to clear the air and address the rumor. And now that Kim D said, and Kim D was not at BravoCon, and she said that she heard this through the grapevine, John Fuda confirmed that he heard of the rumor. He did not confirm that it was true or not. And then there's Margaret that heard it. And then there's Tamra that heard it. I'm starting to think that, did it happen? Like, I'm wondering, did it happen? It is possible that it might have happened, and then Teresa was the one to say to Melissa, we need to have an emergency podcast, and we need to say that this did not take place, right? And then Melissa was trying to provide a lot of details. She was like, you know, I was wearing my Nikes and sweaters, and we were supposed to go to Delilah's and this and that and the other. And Teresa said, we don't need to know all of that. Just answer the question. Make sure you answer the question. Did Louis scream at you? Yes or no? Like something around those lines. And then Teresa was like, Teddy even saw you at the restaurant. Teddy Mellencamp from Two Teas in a Pod, you know, she's saying she even saw you at the restaurant. And she kept on saying that to Melissa, almost as if she wanted Melissa to confirm that, yes, she did in fact see her. But then Melissa said, no, I didn't see Teddy because I arrived at the restaurant late. So it was a very weird episode, guys. And I don't know. You know, I think that Melissa is kind of like always sweet on that podcast. She hypes a lot of things, and like she's usually in a good mood. And, you know, whether you're a fan of the podcast or not, I'm just saying that usually she is the person that gives a lot of attention to the fans and the people that listen to the podcast. And this is not her first podcast. She has another podcast as well. So, you know, she is definitely like very appreciative every time that someone comes on and comments and says something positive about the podcast. And she is usually not the one that really says anything negative about other people in the Bravo world. You could tell that she wants to have pretty much a good relationship with everyone. But now she's getting dragged into the drama because, you know, of who she is doing the podcast with. And I don't think that Melissa wants that. And she was trying to explain this to Teresa, and Teresa would not listen to her. She was just kind of like, I'm Teresa, you know, I'm the important one, and this is what happens when you're like with me kind of thing, whereas Melissa was kind of more distraught. And she was even saying that, you know, she has a relationship with Tamra. She has a relationship with Margaret Josephs. She has had a relationship with Margaret's mom. And those are all people that Teresa is feuding with, right? And Teresa, the way she was responding back to Melissa, she was kind of like, you know, putting it down a little bit. So I don't know, guys. Do you think that, you know, this will affect their relationship moving forward? Let me know in the comments what you think.
This is Teresa Giudice. I'm here with my co-host, Melissa Pfeister.
What's up, Teresa? What's up, Namaste bitches? You guys, yes, clearly we do not do an episode. Obviously, our episodes are every Wednesday. And obviously, we do not do an episode following that on today, Thursday. But we have a little bit of some shit that's been said and going down. And so Teresa and I wanted to get on.
Yeah, Melissa, well, you need to straighten that out because Tamra has she has a problem. She definitely is unhappy with her life. Something's going on there because she's like a miserable person. She really is. Like attacking people for no reason. I feel embarrassed for her. Like I feel really, really embarrassed for her.
Here's the thing. Like, I came into this world, right? I was a podcast host, nutritionist, started this podcast with you, okay? Pre-starting this with you, Teresa, I'm a little fired up. I'm actually really pissed right now. And I'm trying not to say the F-bomb every other word because I'm actually really pissed right now. Because like this bullshit is taking out time from our day so we can talk about this. And I have 2 young kids. I have a business. Like, you have stuff going on, and here we are, okay? So,
It's okay, more viewers for our podcast.
yeah, it's just like,
So maybe that's why she's doing it, because she wants viewers for her podcast, which, you know, it's a shitty way to do that, is to put a false narrative out there. Like, that's not how we do business. We don't. And, like, it's like you shouldn't be, you know, talking shit about someone to, like, get more viewership. Like, that's not the way to do it, girl. Like, you know, it's like, I mean, I have no respect for her for if that's what she's doing, which I think that's what she is doing. She likes talking shit about people. Like I said, I'm embarrassed for her because obviously she's not happy in her own life, that she's spewing out all this negative stuff out there that's, you know, that's false.
yeah. So if you guys don't know, if you haven't seen all the bullshit circulating, this is the story that is out there right now. That Louis and I, Teresa's husband, the guy who's been supporting us, who is like family to me, these people are my family, okay? There's a story, and not just with Tamra. I've heard it from other people in Bravo that are running their mouths, chatting.
No, I think it was just Tamra.
No, I've heard it from other people talking.
And
People on your cast?
Someone on my cast, Margaret, you know, Troutmouth, she asked my assistant, Carrie Ann, and said, oh, what happened with Melissa and Louie? It's like, mind your fucking business, Troutmouth. Mind your fucking business. I don't even look at your way. I don't give a shit what the fuck you're doing. Mind your business. Carrie Ann's like, what the hell are you talking about? You know, it's like, she's always butting herself into my business. And that's another one that is miserable in her fucking life. Look who she's married to. It's like, mind your fucking business, Troutmouth. And Tamra, the 2 of them, you know, like, the 2 peas in a pod. Like, fucking, yeah, those 2 are 2 peas in a pod, you know? More miserable and more miserable. So, miserable, that's how you say it in Italian, miserable.
Miserable. Okay, so
That's what they are.
it's circulating. People are running their mouths. That Louis and I got into a fight, or he was screaming at me at BravoCon. Let me tell you what happened at BravoCon. Teresa and I had a Namaste Bitches booth there. And you know what happened? We fucking crushed it. We had the most amazing people lining up to come to our booth to say hi. It was so fun. We met so many amazing people. We did what we came to do. We all supported each other. It was absolutely incredible for what we came to do and needed to accomplish, is meeting all of you.
So basically, that did not happen. Tamra's running her mouth for no reason. And I think she's like, yeah.
But a lot of people are saying this. And here's the thing.
I'm telling you, it was Margaret and Tamra.
But yeah, okay, so whoever started it, now me, I get home from BravoCon, haven't seen my 2 children, my 4 and 6-year-old, for 4 days. Let me tell you the last time I was away from them for 4 days. Never. Even if Josh and I have gone to like Europe, we've been back in 3 days. I left my children and my family, my husband, to go to BravoCon, to be with you and Louie, my family, to represent Namaste Bitches, our podcast. Let me tell you, since we started Namaste Bitches, I have given my everything to it. My everything. Building it, doing a great job, being respectful, never playing dirty. And by the way, you guys, even with Side Piece, which I've had for 3.5 years, I've had over 150 people on, okay? Every single person, either on DMs, from BravoCon, or anyone that I've ever had on Teresa, ever have on Side Piece, has like, you're amazing, you're so kind, and I have a great relationship with them. So I've never done anyone dirty. I've always said I'd probably be free Namaste bitches. I always said I'd probably be more popular on Side Piece if I did play dirty. And if I went for the headlines and the page 6 articles and the
going off the headlines, this is why Troutmouth and this is why Tamra, they're talking about me. Because when they talk about me, they know they're going to get headlines. And also Louie, because now Louie and I are a package deal, you know. So if they talk about me or Louie, they get headlines. So that's why Tamra's doing this, because she wants to get headlines, because she knows that's what happens, you know. So that's
go off of that, Teresa.
You just
if
said
someone has issues with you or Louie, there is no consideration for the collateral damage that happens, i.e. me. So if people are saying this because they have an issue with you or have an issue with Louie, guess who gets fucked also in the process? Me. The one person that does nothing but play nice, is respectful, is nice. I've never played.
Wait, first of all, I don't even know why you're saying that, because it's like I've never had a problem with Tamra either. Like, I've never even talked about her. Don't even like look her way. And if anything, she's always started with me because I guess she wants the headline. Because I've never ever said anything negative about her. You know, I mean, what is her like? But even talking about my husband, that he someone sent that to me that she said my husband's the worst husband on Housewives. Excuse me, doesn't her husband live off of her? Isn't she the sugar mama for him? And I think maybe he's getting tired of her. And maybe that's why she's like acting up or something, or like, 'cause she's older than him, right? Or is that the case? She's a sugar mama. She bought the gym so he could run it because he was a trainer. No, this is what I've heard. Because now, since she's butting herself into my business, and she doesn't even know me, and she does not know my husband. She doesn't know us at all. For her to even open her mouth, I went out to dinner with her one time with my ex-husband Joe. One time.
But this
was just never my cup of tea. I never, we never even talked. So it's like she doesn't even know me. She doesn't know my husband. And it's like, stay in your lane, girl. That's it. That's what I have to say to her. Stay in your lane.
Like all
she's disgusting. Obviously, she doesn't even talk to her own family. She doesn't, because I watched it. I remember like in the beginning, like she's just a miserable person. And it's like, if you're miserable, be miserable, like where you're from in Orange County, and stay there, It's like, shut the fuck up. Excuse my French. Can I say shut the fuck up?
You can say whatever you want.
Okay.
Here's the thing. The toxicity, the negativity.
She's disgusting. She has nothing else going on in her life, and this is why she tries to attack people. She's absolutely disgusting. She really is. She really is.
I just wish it could be.
And then they were saying that you weren't out with us. Teddy saw you. You were out with us at Delilah's.
Oh, and let me address this, you please, everybody.
Well, I mean, so did you and Louie get into a fight? Melissa?
No, let me address that too. So then, not only did people saying that Louie and I got into it during the day, then all of a sudden they're like.
But did you answer the question?
What?
Did you and Louie get into it?
No, I just, no.
So make sure you answer that
question. This is insane.
And then at Delilah's, you were out with us, correct?
And then this is like, okay, here, we're going to do like investigative reported stuff. Okay.
Louie got there a little later than us.
Louie and Melissa get into it during the day. Oh my God, look at this. Louie, Teresa's podcast host and the husband are getting into it. And now Melissa isn't out with them. First of all, just because what if I'm sleeping? What if I'm home having sex with my husband? Like, that means nothing. Who cares if I'm not out? By the way, though, I was. You got done with your panel. I was actually with Louie. In the hotel bar. We were talking about the podcast, okay? He's like, Teresa's done. I go, you go meet Teresa Delilah's. I was in my Nikes and my leggings. And you're like, you probably shouldn't wear that. And I'm like, fuck. Okay. I go upstairs to my hotel room. I changed. back into like my
You
heels.
don't even owe anybody an explanation.
I don't know, but
there.
here's the thing.
Teddy,
This is like the bullshit.
You saw Teddy at the Lilac,
I
correct?
didn't see because I came late. Teddy's supposed to sit down at your table.
I saw Teddy and her husband. Yeah, so I saw them. So maybe she wasn't even there long. Like, and I think she wanted to sit with us, and I was just like, girl, bye. Sorry, like, no, because it's like her and Tamra, like, and I have to say, I heard that Teddy doesn't talk that much shit about me. It's more Tamra. So maybe I take that back, because I heard it's not Teddy that much, but she does too, right, Melissa? She does say shit about me too, right? She does, right?
It's just like the nonsense, the absolute.
Yeah, we were with
unnecessary
Larsa Pippen, Jennifer Aiden.
So I get there
We
later.
had our own table, Lena, Pat.
But I get to the Lilac later. I sit down with Teresa. They're there. You guys just got off the panel. Louis there. Lisa from Miami is there. Brooks Marks. Meredith Marks. Larsa. We're hanging out the whole night. We were there for like 3 hours. So the fact of and then I'm posting stuff with pictures of you and Larsa. It's so insane though that I'm finally home with my Teresa. This was my night. BravoCon crushed it. You and I crushed it for Namaste Bitches. We fucking crushed it. It was amazing meeting everybody. We did what we needed to do and what we wanted to do. I come home. I get to see my kids for 5. Josh keeps them up an extra hour. I rush home, see them, give them hugs and kisses, go to sleep. Within 10 minutes, both of them are puking. And then Josh leaves out of town. I proceed to have my kids homesick for the next 3 days until we are here. And while I'm trying to take care of my 2 sick kids, I am getting crushed on my phone.
Okay, you whatever. Don't let it get you.
You and Louis got in a fight.
They wanted a reaction. They're not getting. I mean, we're responding, and I never asked about really what Ed did and what he does. I mean, these are the messages I got. So her and her husband. Look, this is what somebody sent me. Her and her husband, right here. Her husband literally had. Wait, look here. This is it. Her husband. This is what they say about Tamra and Teddy. Her husband literally has always worked for her, and she's probably so stressed that she's the one that's always paying the bills. So this is what people are saying about Ed. What's his name? Eddie.
About everybody.
And Tamra is
bring it up.
Maybe that's why she's so angry. She's the breadwinner. Yeah, no, I have a smile on my face every day, each and every day.
But here's the thing. I know, all of pre you and I starting a podcast. If we're talking about Margaret, I've had her husband on. I've had her mother on side piece.
Oh my God.
But
Pre her husband. Oh my God.
Pre you, I had her mom. I had her Lexi, who runs the company. I've been on their podcast. I have been good to every single person I've ever met. I know these people. If someone hears something about me, I have given nothing but respect.
And I texted Tamra yesterday. I'm like,
so can I please, let me finish this.
Yeah,
I want people to understand.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck that. You and Tamra should never talk, ever.
I texted her. I said, call me. She didn't call me.
No, why? So you can get a screen match you guys should not talk.
No, I just want to say
oil and water.
I want to ask her, what's your problem?
It doesn't matter. It's squash. They're not saying anything else, and after this, we're not saying anything.
Wait, you spoke to her, right?
Yes.
And what she said?
She said, I thought it was a joke. It was on the rundown. And to my point, what I was saying.
She thought it was a joke. See, that's what I'm saying. She's doing this for headlines. That's why she's doing this.
You know how all this is making me feel?
She's a disgusting, vile person. She really is, because you don't do things just to do it. Am I talking shit? I saw her husband. I was staying at the Encore Tower Suites, and he's walking by, and he says hi, and I looked at him like, oh please, don't say hi to me.
But now we're perpetuating a bunch of bullshit.
No, but I'm saying the truth. This is exactly what happened. It's I never even looked into their life, so it's you want to talk shit about my husband? Okay, that's why I started asking questions. I'm like, what does her husband do?
But that's my point, Teresa. Because they want to say something about your husband.
No, but
I am affected by it.
No, you're not affected by it because you.
Teresa,
How are you affected by it?
When I'm trying to sit at home, be a mom to my 2 sick kids.
So you should be mom and shut your phone off. That's what you should do. Be mom and shut your phone off. Yes, it is the point. What do you mean?
I stay above.
I let BravoCon. This does not bother me. We want to address Tamra because I have no problem addressing her because
But it's everybody. There's other people other than Tamra talking about it.
No, you need to shut it down, girl. Like, if you need to take care of your
kids.
That's what I'm saying. You need to take care of your kids. You don't look at your phone then.
Well, I'm not looking at my phone. Every single person, messages, the amazing people that I want to hear from, the great stuff, the people that we met at the booth.
Okay,
but pictures.
You just said, if your kids are sick, then you shut it down, take care of them, and then you go back to the phone.
But I also want to be if people take the time to stand in line to come to our booth, I take the time to say, thank you, here's our picture, let's post it, let's celebrate the positivity of Namaste Bitches and all of us being together in a positive way. This negative stuff is insane. And I know that the Bravo world works like this, but I know all these people that are running their mouth. I am just saying, if someone has an issue, take it to me. I have done nothing but be respectful to everybody. I don't care if it's a fan. I don't care if it's someone at my kid's school cleaning up the grounds. I don't care if it's people on Bravo. I do nothing but be respectful, and I expect it in return. And that's why I'm here to say nothing fucking happened between Louie and I, except for love, love, love. I told you, okay? We are family. We are on the field, okay? I don't need this bullshit from people that are on the sidelines. I'm a mom. I'm a nutritionist. I'm a podcast host. I'm a wife. I'm a great friend, and I'm family. And I deserve respect. We all do. So if anyone wants to put their name in my mouth, I'm saying from now on, please come to me first, or I'm going to be more fired up, if possible, than I am now. Okay? I'm not a fucking fangirl. I did podcasting before Teresa. Teresa and I are best friends. We're sisters. This is my podcast with Teresa. I'm here as a person who works and busts her ass very hard. And I don't need to be belittled by people in the Bravo world that think they're better than me.
But why do you keep saying the Bravo world? Nobody said anything.
And anybody, because people in the Bravo world too want to look at me differently.
No, you shouldn't say that you're...
Have I ever once said that I live in a $14 million house?
But you should,
I don't talk about it.
I don't know if you should put
That's
that out.
That's not my thing. I don't give a fuck, because I'm saying it now. No one would ever think that I'm better than now, because that's not how I act. I probably have more money than most of these people in the Bravo world pretending. Okay? I never flaunt it. I never talk about it. Does anyone know any of this? I actually, on the flip side, celebrate the fact that I live in Amazon and Forever 21. So, I don't roll like that. I'm real. This is what I do, and this is who I am. So if you're going to come for me, please come with respect. Period. The end. You're not better than me. If you don't like me, you can still be respectful. And keep my name out of your mouth unless it's something positive or something that you want to take directly to me.
I mean, usually that does happen. Whoever's connected to me, it does make headlines. So that's why Tamra's going after my husband, because, it makes headlines. If you're connected to me, so that's what happens. That's how the ball bounces. It does. Unfortunately, this is how it works. Yeah.
And again,
because I guess people can't say anything about me because they see what you see is what you get with me. They feel like they can't everyone knows me now for being on TV for so long. So now it's Louis came into my world, and then you had Troutmouth. Hurting him, saying all this shit about him. Yeah, this is how it happened. They're I can't get Teresa, so let me get the person that's closest to her, which is.
And I didn't know Margaret was saying stuff to Carrie Ann, which again.
Well, Carrie Ann told me, she called me, she's like, just to let you know, Margaret's asking me what happened between you, between Melissa and Louie, and I'm like, what are you talking about, you know? And it's like, why is she always inserting herself into my life?
You know what she should have done?
Like, mind your business, Margaret.
I know
you have nothing else going on. She has nothing else going on in her life.
Regardless, like, I know her. Even if she doesn't want to talk to you or Louie, I know these people. So like,
oh, you know Margaret? Oh, you know Margaret. You know Trauma. Oh,
I know Margaret. I know her husband.
So why did she ask you? Why did she ask you instead of asking Carrie Ann?
That's what I'm saying. That's all I am asking. It's for fucking respect. You give what you get. Okay? Or you get what you get. I give respect, I deserve it back. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And I know these people. I know these people.
So this is how it goes. It trickles down. Yeah. So now
okay. So we are.
So you should just laugh at it, you know. So you know.
Well, but now, because listen. If you don't say it, then people don't know, right? Now we're saying it, and now people know. If there's an issue and it involves me, or if it involves Louie, you should go to the source instead of trying to make chatter, rumors, and headlines.
Yeah, I mean, and but it would. Tamra said that my husband was the worst housewife husband. Right back at you, baby. But your husband's living off of you.
You guys are like you were.
So now I get why she's so miserable. Now I get it. Now I never asked about her life, and now I started asking about her life, and that's what people are telling me. Did you know that, Melissa?
No, how about this? You stop talking about her and she stopped talking about you.
Excuse me? What, you need to take that back because who started talking about who?
Right. So, but like both of it, like let's just stop it.
She needs to stop.
Yes.
Yeah, because she started it. And like I said, she threw the first punch. And now it's been going on for a while now. And it's like, really, girl, it's like you got nothing else going on with your life. It's like, you know.
We all need to stop it.
Yeah. So
you guys don't like each other. It's not going to work. Not everybody's
I never even had a problem with her. I don't
care. Like you don't need to be friends with everybody.
Like I don't even know her. Like I don't associate her. Like yeah, I don't even like we don't hang out. She lives in freaking California, Orange County. I live in New Jersey. Like we don't even cross paths. But she seems to always love talking about me.
Okay, so that's why. Let's put it to an end. Let's stop.
So
we're asking.
You know, if you're friends with her. If you're friends with her, then you. I mean, look, now she's talking about you too.
Because it's a Louie thing. So then I'm like the collateral damage in between. Like, let's talk about Louie.
And what's a Louie thing when she doesn't even know my husband? She knows nothing about my husband, nothing at all.
Okay.
We went to dinner with my ex-husband, not Louie, my ex-husband. That one time, a long time ago, and that was it.
We're squashing this bullshit. Everybody's out there. Everybody knows the truth. Okay? And we're done. I don't want to hear any more about it. I don't want to like anyone talking about it. It's bullshit. It didn't happen. It's false. It's rumors for whatever reasoning. Oh, the Goodyear blimp is fine about us.
It's a lie.
It's all lie.
It's like you see all those people. They love lying. They love putting these false narratives out there because it catches fire. It makes headlines. This is why they do it.
So now we're done.
To do it.
We're done.
Yeah.
We put it out there. This was our emergency broadcast, PSA.
And now she got a reaction. And now I know,
It's not a reaction, but this isn't, it's not a reaction.
She kind of wanted a reaction, and now I kind of asked about her. I'm like, what is her deal? What's her story? Tell me about her husband. And then this is what people started telling me about her. So now I get why she's so miserable. I get it now.
I don't want to.
I get why she does what she does. She does things because for a paycheck, for money, and I get it.
Let's just end this.
No, I get it because Margaret does the same thing. Like she hurts people's families. Tamra hurts people.
I know, but let's just
hurt people.
But let's stop perpetuating the bullshit. Okay, right? We're supposed to be namaste. We're supposed to be positive.
No, we're namaste, but unfortunately, when people attack us, we have to, respond back, and that's what we're doing right now, right? Because otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this right now.
So yes, we would not be doing it. It annoys me that we even have to take the time out of our day to do this. But we said it. We put the actual truth, not bullshit rumors out there. That's what happened. And
then what did she say to you? And then put it out there. What she said to you? She said it was just a joke. That's what she said.
I don't know. I don't even.
That's what she said. It was a joke. If she thought it was a
But
joke.
regardless, I don't care if it's a joke.
Yeah, we know. She's a joke.
To the door.
Yeah, she is a joke. We get it.
We're saying it.
It's not a joke. Like, stop putting false narrative out there to make headlines to get viewers for your podcast. You know, it's like do it the right way, not the dirty way.
We're not going to say anything about her.
We never talk about her.
I'm just saying right now, moving forward.
We never talk about her. It's like no.
We're done. We're not saying anything. I hope that
and Teddy was so nice to me when she saw me, and she was even nice to me when she saw me. She even posted me on her Instagram. And I even said to Kyle, I said, look at her. She posted a really nice picture of me and Kyle on her Instagram. I even said to Kyle, I'm like, you know, like she made sure she looked good because that was, you know, it was like a quick photo, and you know, it's all how you stand, like in the photo. And so I was like, Kyle, like she really likes this because look at the picture she posted of us, and then she posted on her Instagram. So for someone that doesn't like me, she actually posted a picture of me.
Which she's posting a picture about you, and then the next day we're talking about like shit about.
She's talking shit about me. It's like, and then when she saw me, she came up to me and said hi to me too. It's like if I don't like
bullshit.
Yeah, she doesn't like me. Why is she even saying hi to me? You know, it's so fake. You know.
Yes, we're done. Okay, we're done. This is what happened.
You need to say that to her.
We're done. We're done talking about this bullshit. And if there's any issues moving forward, please be respectful and come to the floor. And that's it, you guys. That's all we're doing here to tell you. Other than, everyone that is positive, does listen to the podcast, does love us, thank you. Thank you as always, as we always say. You guys literally do it. We love you guys for your amazing support and listening every Wednesday, and for our, you know, emergency episodes that we unfortunately have to take time to do. So no more.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we did. You know, because we're shutting down the, you know, the false narrative out there. And you know, sometimes I always let things go, and I keep my mouth shut, and I just, you know, and I don't respond. So you wanted to respond to it, which I'm glad you did. Because, you know, then, you know, I had a few words to say also. So it's just like, yeah, like, and let's, you know, like.
Because, you know what, Teresa? It's bigger than some drama, and like drama people are trying to caught. Like, this is my business. Okay? The podcast is my business. I put my time, my blood, sweat, and tears into this. I am doing it with small children. This is my fucking business, okay? I left my children to do business, okay? I didn't get paid. I didn't get paid by anything. I went there to support my business, okay? It actually cost me money. I probably spent $7,000 on this whole trip, but I did it because it's our business. This podcast, Namaste Bitches, that we have busted our fucking balls on for over a year. So if you come for me and it has to do with my business, I'm going to have a problem.
You tell them, Melissa. You tell them.
Did you hear me bang on the table?
Yes, I heard you.
It weighs too much.
Yes, you tell. You freaking better tell Tamra. Tell her she better not be
Don't
messing
make me
with
show
you.
my boxers of Josh's. Okay?
Yeah, you better tell her not to be messing with you.
Okay, so.
And that's so funny. You call her and she said she was joking. That's what she said.
I'm getting fired up. Okay.
She didn't even call me back.
Don't. You guys should not even talk on the phone.
She didn't even call me back.
Don't.
Like if
We're done with this. We're moving on. We just wanted to say our piece. I tried to flip my table. It's too fucking heavy. So let's just end it on that note before I throw my light into a glass window, and then I have to pay for it, and then I'm extra fucked.
Yeah, obviously, because we're not friends. Because she had a number, like, yeah, we don't go in the same circle. Like, I think, didn't she have something going on in Vegas, right? Her and Teddy.
I don't know.
I would not.